What are you doing, Gary?
I was just mucking about, aren't
Another one. Well, hello viewers and welcome back to Rudgy aka the Doctor. If it's your first time here, hit like, share and subscribe, sit back and enjoy the ride. I promise I'll try not to disappoint you. For those of you who visited the coffee page this week, thank you for doing that. And for those of you who visited the PayPal side of that outfit, thank you ever so much. That really means the world to me, and it is helping no end with the videos and all sorts of stuff that's going on here at JoRo Villa. So, what have we got this week? Well, one or two people ask what it's like being here and what I do on a daily basis. Well, of course, what I do on a daily basis, I video. I ride around doing videos of beaches, and when I'm working, I video that. It's just really a vlog about me. But I did think it'd be interesting for some of you to see the shops that I use and Argostoli in the sunshine, because it's a beautiful day today, and we've had some nice weather for a change because it has been raining here quite a lot. So yeah, I thought we'd do that. So without further ado, let's get on with the video, shall we? That Garry up there, right, is the guy who installs all the Wi-Fi on the island. So if you need any Wi-Fi services, I'll put a link in the bottom of the description, or you can contact me on my coffee page, and he'll look you up if you live here, or even if you've got a holiday home and spend some time there. Because as you can see, it works, because otherwise I wouldn't be talking to you now, would I? Anyway, he's on my roof, mucking about. No, he hasn't fallen off yet. He hasn't got a parachute, and I don't reckon that hank is going to deploy quickly enough. But there you go. Okay, so in the mornings, at least once a week, sometimes once every 2 weeks, I come into Argostoli to get some shopping. I usually park here, opposite the bus station, because you're always guaranteed to get somewhere in there, unless it's Monday morning. And then the world and his wife are here paying the bills, because of course Greece still is an analogue city and relies on paperwork. So yeah, I'll introduce you to my baker and my fruit and veg store. This is the market where I get the roses and where I got the orange tree from. The guy in the corner there, who apparently is Lefteris's nephew. Now Lefteris and Yolana were the people who own the property I lived in previous to the one I've got now. So yeah, this is the market. They sell fruit and veg here as well, but usually I usually come down on a Saturday morning. As you can see, it's closed now. But there's his stall, that one in the corner there. I sometimes come and have a look through here during the day to see if there's anything that I fancy buying. As you can see, he's got some roses there. €6. Don't get any cheaper than that, does it, eh? Yeah. Can't really see anything I need for the garden in there, so I probably won't come. Well, I can't come next Saturday because I won't have the car. And I got the bike, a bit awkward carrying an orange tree on a bike, although those of you who watch the channel regularly will know I'll have a go at it. So let's go and get some fruit, veg and some bread. Now there's the famous bridge, and up the other end is the Gyros store where I used to get my gyros, but to be honest I prefer the bus station. I just they just seem better from there. There's the electric bike shop. Boo! Now don't get all political on me about electric vehicles, because I won't have it, I tell you. This is more like it, look. Piston engines. Now just coming up on the left here, behind on where this car's got the red plates. Just here, this shop has got just about everything. I get all my art stuff here. They've got gardening equipment, woodworking equipment, metalworking equipment, spanners, sockets, paint. They've even got stuff to paint boats with. If they haven't got it, you probably don't need it. Yeah, always worth a look. And of course further down where the key sign is where I got my post box. The other week I did a video about that, didn't I? People sat chilling outside the local coffee shop. As you can see, I've not got a lickety split on today. I'm well known for my walking ability. There's no rush, is there? And that place we just passed, the one behind me, to my right, is the local laundry, I do believe. So if you come in on a boat, you could always pop in there and get your laundry done. And here we are at the local fruit and veg place where I buy my veg. Hello, I'm all right, yeah.
Everything okay?
Yeah. Polikala.
Hello.
This is my friend at the fruit and veg shop where I get my fruit and veg.
Everyone.
When I'm in town, because now I live in Caravaggio, sometimes I don't always have time to come in.
Yes.
So she doesn't see me that often.
Nice, thank you.
So that's the fruit and veg shop. See you later.
See you, bye.
Yes.
Yes.
So now what we do is we walk down here to the baker's. Because of course they do have a Lidl's on the island, which I use quite a lot for the bulk of my shopping, but the stuff I've just got there is local produce. I think that box just cost me a couple of euros at the most. So it's not expensive. I've got enough salad there now to probably last me a week, because I've got a few bits still in the fridge. So let's go to the bakery and see what they've got left, because we're getting a bit late in the day now. So here's the bakery. Hopefully he's quiet and can talk to us. Hello, my friend. This is the guy that cooks my bread.
We are online.
Yeah, you're live. Yeah.
For you.
Yeah, I've been shopping. See.
Oh, nice.
showing my viewers what I do most days, because you have to eat. People forget about that.
That's pretty bad habits. Really
Yeah,
bad.
well, see, this guy here is responsible for my waistline.
Fitness Institute.
Yeah. What have you got left?
Almost. It depends how fat you want to
I
get.
just want a snack. Oh, a sausage pie. You got one, a sausage pie? I have one of those. Yeah. And one of your loaves. That loaf was fantastic.
Thank
You remember which one it was?
No.
Neither do I. Yeah, we'll go and have a look. So yeah, in here they've got just about anything that your heart desires.
Thank you very much.
And that's the kitchen there where he does most of his work. Look at that, look. And then stuff for the tourists.
Here you can build the body of your dreams.
Yeah.
The body of your
Oh
dreams.
yeah, yeah.
The
You
body-
see, you see, you lot out there may think that me and my friend here are a little overweight. That's not right. You see, this is we've got the body of gods.
Yes,
Buddha, but you know.
My grandma used to say, eat a lot.
Yeah.
Become a height.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting.
Yeah. His grandma was not stupid. Yeah, I think she's correct in what she said, yeah. Anyway, I better pay him for this, and then we're going for a coffee. Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
See you later, my friend. So now we're going to go and get a coffee now we've got that. He's a good lad. Now I know that you can get these friendships and relationships in the UK, but generally most people here are like that. He's been very helpful with the breakfast menu. As you can see, he's a fellow food appreciator, and he's advised me on what I might like and what I don't like, and he's usually right. So the bread he makes is superb. So now we're going to go and find the coffee shop, which I think I'll take you to before. Just in case I haven't, we'll do that now. So something else I have to do on a weekly basis to try and stem the flow of money disappearing from my account is I draw a certain amount out each week and put it in my wallet, and when it's gone, it's gone. So I have to put my card into one of these machines here. But I'm not going to show you that. There you go, there's my bank. So for your bearings, there's the rabbit hole, National Greek Bank, or National Bank of Greece, sorry. I should have done that as an outtake, shouldn't I? Forgive me. Anyway, sausage pie was very nice. It's a sausage roll really, but it's got Greek sausage in it. It's becoming one of my favourites. I walked past this earlier. Look at that. Now I nearly brought one of those. It all started because I saw an XT 600 moto and thought it would be good fun because the roads are very slippy here, so you can actually ride it like they were intended to be ridden. But then I thought, well, I'm going to be doing a lot of long haul stuff, and maybe I would be better off with something bigger, which is why I was inspired by that guy with the 750 to buy my 1000. Anyway, getting off piste a bit there, as the posh people would say. This is where I come for my coffee in the mornings when I'm been shopping in Argostoli. So there you go, cappuccino, double shot, 3 sugars. I never have to tell her because I come so often she knows exactly what I drink. But I'm a bit late for eating here, so that's why I went to the bakery first, because I've got my figure to think of. Just had my coffee, met a really nice guy in there, got chatting, and there's an hour gone. That's what happens here, which is one of the things I like. He's a Greek guy, was born here, and apparently he went through the earthquake of '53. Now I looked at him and I thought, look, he can't be that old, but he is. He's in his 70s. If you're watching, it's nice to meet you, my friend. He told me the story about his family having to go to Athens. His mother was killed, I think, in the earthquake. Certainly his grandparents were. And he eventually ended up in Canada and now comes back every year to his home country. Quite interesting, and gave me some advice actually about my healthcare and stuff like that, which was very useful, so I'm going to look into that. But yeah, so for those of you who wonder and have asked me how I get on here and what I have to do to get shopping and stuff, well, that's my day. I'm now going to pop into Lidl's on the way home to get my shopping topped up. Got my bakery, as you've seen, and I've got my fruit and veg, and then I'm off to the post office for a beer with my friends. The post office, that's right, I did say that, yeah. Yeah, the post office in Vlahata. So let's get back in the hire car, get on with the rest of the afternoon. Well, here we are, nearly back at the car, and of course tomorrow it's Wednesday, so I'm at the Beer Grills. Chili con carne on the menu, I think. I was asked, there was an option. I chose the chili. Yeah, that's tomorrow. So what I'll probably do tomorrow is do some editing, because there won't be much time to go out and film. I like to usually have a full day and an evening to run into in case I run into something interesting to film. So yeah, that's my week really. Mondays I'll go out and do some filming. If I haven't edited Friday's film by Wednesday, I'll start panicking. Saturdays and Sundays are chill out days and maybe get more footage, but I've always got the camera on me. Let this be a warning to future YouTubers. You have to take the camera everywhere you go. You pretty much live with it, and it can be quite intrusive sometimes, although I don't mind. Luckily my sister from another mister, the bucket, she didn't mind too much. She doesn't like being filmed, but she didn't mind too much. She knows it's what I do. So yeah, there's a bit of a warning for you. It will take a life over. Right, we're back at the car. I'm going to go to Lidl's, but you've all seen Lidl's before, so you won't need to see me shopping in there. And then I'm going to the post office. I might film. So on the way home, I decided to pop into what me and the Terminator, Beer Grylls' wife, call the TARDIS. It's a shop opposite the hospital in Argostoli. And if there's stuff you can't find on the island that you would normally buy in the UK, pop in there. I went in there to get some HP sauce. There's not a lot of talking over this bit. I just thought I'd show you what was in the shop, basically. And didn't get the footage as I wanted it, but I thought I'd chuck it in there. It gives you an idea of what's in some of these shops. So let's have a look at that. Crisps. See why they call it the TARDIS, huh? We're in Vlahata. About to walk up to the post office now. I know a lot of people park outside the post office. I don't like doing that. It's a main road. You get lorries up and down there. Matter of time before your car gets hit. So I park it there where it's out of the way. So there we go. There's a lot of you will recognise this. I don't come here that often, to be honest. Well, I didn't. Now I live in Kefalonia. I'm that bit closer, so maybe I will start coming here a bit more often. It used to be one of my favourite haunts. Here we go. The post office. There you go, and as if by magic, you can see my house from here. Just over there, that last hill on the left, I'm the second house in, I think, something like that. Fantastic day. If you like that sort of thing, which I do. Yeah. So I'm going to sit down now and maybe have a small libation or something, or a drink or a coffee, or you've been shopping with me, now you're seeing what I'm doing when I relax. I just thought I'd stop and film that. It's got nothing to do with the video or anything, but we've had a lot of rain today, on and off. It's been nice when the sun's been out, really nice, and then it's rained. And that sunset is the result. So I just thought I'd stop and share that with you. I'm on my way back to Kefalonia, which you can see in the distance there. Yeah. What are you doing, Reggie? I'm cooking tea. Tonight it's a traditional Greek dish of chips and Angus beef burger. You can't whack that, can you? Oh, and a bottle of cheap wine. I do have a bottle of wine every now and then. As indeed I do have the odd beer. And then it'll be the telly. So something else that you have to do that nobody talks about. Something else you have to do that nobody talks about is go to the doctors or a dentist or something like that. Well, out here the pharmacists are the first port of call rather than go to the doctors. I had a rash come up on my fingers. Just been into the pharmacy. He had a look and went, yeah, put this on 3 times a day, so we'll see how that works. Last time I was in there, I had an eye infection. He had a quick look and gave me some stuff. Within 2 days it had gone, so I sort of trust his word, so we'll see. €3 for the cream. Thought you might like to look at some boats, because I know Wayne Tombs will be absolutely overjoyed with that. These are some of the super yachts we have in at the moment.
Hello.
Of course, it's early in the season, so that's just a sample of what we're likely to get in. Let's go down the quayside and see who's down there, because I parked the car up in the Port Authority and walked up here. Part of my exercise regime. I like to do a bit of walking every day. And I noticed there's quite a few yachts in. The weather, well, it's been a bit hit and miss. It rained this morning, sun's out now, but it is very, very warm. In fact, I've got to go to the pharmacy. I've come out in some sort of rash on my fingers. I don't know whether it's heat related or something in the garden that didn't like me, because I've been doing a lot of gardening, as you will see. Anyway, Let's have a walk down the harbour side. See what between where the liners come in, cruise ships, and Argostoli town centre is this little marina here, which apparently Brother Paul tells me is run by a charity. If I get a boat, I think I'd pay to be in there, because I noticed when we've had a few blows, it's been pretty sheltered in there. So yeah. So there's the Queen Bee coming back in from one of the day trips that they do. They come highly recommended. Yeah, Terry and Janice, Terminator and Beer Grills, have been out on one of their trips on a few occasions and said it's very good. As you can see, people waiting in our new shelter for the ferry to arrive, the bus stop, the one that famously when she was here, the bucket managed to break. Actually it blew away in a storm, but it was the day after she'd been there. So she gets the blame. I don't know what's going on in the Port Authority car park, but they're tarmacking it. I did read they're trying to tidy all this up because we do get a lot of very expensive yachts coming and going, and it did need tidying up, that yard. Certainly a hive of activity in there today, isn't it? There we go. There's the land train. So first in line you would normally have Queen Bee, which as you can see is coming in. In fact, I think that might be Queen Bee too. Hard to tell, done them both up the same. But anyway, glass bottom boat, Lady O, and then we've got a mass of other ones that have been, we've had a lot of them pop up suddenly last year, which I think is a bit of a shame, because number one, it's taken up space where visiting yachts can moor. Two, it starts to get a bit commercialised, but you'll all have your own opinions on that. And I suppose it's inevitable that Kefalonia will go the same way as all the other islands eventually. They've been fighting it off for a long time, but
You know what, I don't want to know.
well, yeah, it's on there. Oh joy, you can look that one up, find out who owns it. You see what I mean though? A lot of these are charter boats. Must be time for me to go and get a coffee, so that's exactly what I'm going to go and do. When you come into town and do your shopping, this is something you have to put up with in Kefalonia. See that there? Just nipping in the shop, nowhere to park. Oh, I want to go in there, so I'll just park behind all these cars. Which means when you come back, you can't get out of space. But then again, I'm in no rush, so, you know, all the same. There you go, you've got space now. I wouldn't mind, but he ain't got his park anywhere lights on. Hazards to you people in the UK. Okay, so it's Saturday morning. I mentioned in this video earlier that I sometimes come down the market in the morning and get some plants. So I decided I needed another rose, and I'm hoping it's still open because I'm a bit late. I made the decision a bit late, but it looks like it's still there. So let's go and see what we got. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think there's some stuff there we can deal with. So I best get buying. So there you go, one really nice rose in nice condition, some French marigolds. I've forgotten for the minute what those are called, but I'm sure some of you will comment on that. For my garden. And the rose I think was about €6, those are about 80 cents each. Those were €3, so €6 for that. But he threw, like he always does, 3 or 4 in for me because I go there a lot. So that's it now. I can't afford to spend anymore. Couldn't really afford to spend that, but it just finishes the downstairs garden off. I'm now working on the top. I did consider buying a lemon tree. I've got an orange tree that I put in the garden, as you saw in one of the videos. But I'd really like a lime tree, so I think I might stick out for that, because the kitchen area is going to be somewhere to sit, the barbecue, somewhere to cook, and I'm going to deck all that area out. So I was thinking, if I've got an orange and a lime, I've always got lemons because my neighbour brings them, so we've got stuff for drinks and whatever. That's the plan. So yesterday I overdid it slightly actually. I did a lot of gardening, and I fixed the electrics now. So Mackie's had lent me a pressure washer, so I thought I'd pressure wash the drive, so I'll show you how that came out. And we planted all the roses and stuff. Look at that. I think you'll agree that looks a whole lot better. A whole lot better. It was hard work, but of course now I've got to water these every night because the irrigation system isn't working. I'm going to have to investigate why. Yeah, that's, I don't know, it doesn't really show up that well, but that's those slabs haven't been cleaned yet, but they were black basically. A bit like the edge of those. I haven't done that yet. There's the difference. Also did the marble steps, which have come up very nice. I trimmed all the hedge and all the side of this plant here. Name escapes me for the minute. So that's all had a haircut down there, and that's starting to be squared off now. As I said earlier, I'm just wondering about how high. I think I might just start clipping the tallest bits off, and when it all catches up then I'll get it squared off. I'm going to put some more roses down there. Can't think of anything else to do with that really. There was a big palm there and I'm certainly not digging all that out. Enough's enough. Yeah, that's all squared off now. And in the garden I went a bit mad. I've just turned that over to dry it out because it's much easier to bag up because it shrinks down. I've started to cut that back as well. Decided I'm going to have a hammock from there to one of these trees. I might even put a big sail across there in the summer months. But look at that. All I've got is a rake, a trowel, and these. Put the fence back up at the back there. Yeah, so like I say, Marcus is going to cut the top of that flat for me with his chainsaw. Put a table on there, and I'll deck it all out. I will have a little strip of garden all the way around the edge with some plants in, but it'll all be decked. Save me a heck of a lot of work, and it'll look a lot neater and be easier to keep clean. I've started trimming that at the back there. That's all going to be squared off the same as this. And yeah, progress. Still got to move the orange tree. Must move that before it gets too established, but it's easier to keep upright there. Looking good. Okay, well, shopping's one thing, and going about your daily life, but of course this is a YouTube channel and somebody has to edit it. So today, because the weather's lovely, this is my editing suite. My coffee there, I got my main computer there with the editing suite on it. My dinosaur, as I call it, my spare laptop with all the information I need on there, and then there's the phone which I'm using currently to film this. Now, because Villa JoRo is not far from the main mountain, and then we've got these here, yeah, a lovely breeze this time of day comes straight through here, straight through there. That's this week's video. I hope it wasn't too boring for those of you who tuned in to look at lovely beaches and stuff. That will be next week. I'm not sure which way around I'm going to do them yet. There's a trip out to Foscado and all the beaches in that area, and there'll be a trip out to Sami and a little village next door to Sami, and then a Efemia where I meet up with a friend of mine. So there's plenty to come, and the Black Pearl will be back on the road hopefully this week. There'll also be a video including Nomad in it, Nomad International, the people who deliver stuff out here, your household goods and items, and also repatriate people back to the UK. So that might be some useful information for some of you. Anyway, thanks ever so much for watching. Thanks for visiting my coffee page, and those of you who visit PayPal, once again, thank you from the bottom of my heart. It really means the world to me. I'll see you all next Friday. You seriously didn't think that I was going to leave you without a beach? Huh? No, that's not what we do here on Rudgy aka the Doctor, you know that. So, it's going to be a long video, isn't it? Anyway, it's already been a long video, so if I were you, I'd pause it for a second, go make yourself a cup of tea, and then when you come back, you can see a beach that I tried to visit and one that I actually managed to visit on the road out towards Mitters Bay. I've seen the signs, we've all seen them, and I often wondered what was down there, so I went down there. It's only going to be another 5 or 10 minutes. Get yourself a cup of tea. So, have you ever wondered what's down there? Well, I have. So, I thought, well, yeah, what is down there? Well, there's this, which I think you'll agree is a pretty good view. Yeah. Yes. And then eventually, after a long steep hill, this. Now look at that. That's what I'm talking about. It's a bit windy, I apologise about that, and I haven't got my contraption for the camera, so it might be bouncing around a little bit. I apologise for that too, but look at that. Fantastic. And I wouldn't think many people venture down here. Looks very private to me. So if you've ever wondered, then this is what's down here. I shall certainly be coming again with a packed lunch and Andy Thomas, my best mate, the boat builder. If you're watching, maybe we should bring some fishing rods, although the fish farms are over there, so I'll have to find out whether you're legal to fish from here, but I don't know. I wouldn't think they'd mind you fishing off the land. So for your bearings, that would be up in those hills there, the road that goes round to Luxury, because Luxury is over there and Argostoli is around the corner. So I think that was well worth the drive. It is very steep. I did wonder what we were going to end up finding. I actually thought there was a church down there, but that must be somewhere else. So yeah, like I said earlier, if you've ever wondered what was down there, this is what's down here. Fantastic. I love this sort of stuff. It just goes to show you that I was talking to a couple of the viewers the other day at the post office, and we were saying how progress is changing the island, and some of us aren't that keen on that. This is how I remember Kefalonia from when I very first visited it. Very simple, very basic, very beautiful. I mean, that's picture postcard stuff, it really is. Fantastic. Anyway, let's see what else we can find today. Let's get back in the car, 'cause I've got quite a long drive up the hill now. So we're on the road now to the junction for Mitos and Iafamia, and I've just left that wonderful little harbour, I suppose you'd call it, beach come thing, and it occurred to me that that's another place I've not been to. I don't know how it's pronounced. I'm not even going to try. Well, so far it's a gravel track, which most of the roads here used to be like this, so I'm sort of fairly used to that, but you might not want to bring your hire car down here. I'll let you know how bad it is when I get there. But so far it's usable, it's not bad. Well guys, there's clearly two beautiful beaches down there, and it looks like there's something else down there. But it's a heck of a trek, and let me show you what the road's like. It's not very good. Started off okay, but it gets worse than this. And of course, if you're in a hire car, you don't want to damage it. I'm not going to risk it any further. Decided to abort the mission and wait for another day. Maybe if you're on a quad bike or a four-wheel drive, then that would be alright. I don't think I'd even consider bringing the Black Pearl down there. But, you know, it just goes to show you that there are still places on the island to explore if you're brave enough. But I wouldn't bring your hire car down there. You'll end up losing your deposit, won't you? So I'm going back home, and I'm going to get a bottle of wine on the go. Doing, Andy?
I was mucking about, aren't I?
Mucking about, mucking about, mucking about, mucking about, Reggie, mucking about.
What you doing, Andy?
Fucking it up, Jennie.
What you doing, Andy?
Mucking about, Jennie.
What you doing, Andy?
Mucking about, Jennie.
What you doing, Andy?
Fishing about, Jennie.